Whew. I need to go to the barbershop. I also need to get my dreads done professionally, you know what I'm saying? But I still ain't half bad looking, you feel me? I promise this bald spot ain't exactly what it looked like, you know what I'm saying? I just got my hair pulled back, you know what I mean? I just got my hair in strands and it's pulled back, you feel me? That's how it goes. I promise you it's not a bald spot the way it looks. Who cares if it is? Because I got a head full of hair. You know what I'm saying? I'll take this one little piece. It's all good. It ain't no problem. We in the building. It's Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? We done made it halfway through the work week. And, you know, one of the things I like most about this community, because, look, I'll tell you straight up, I'm an introvert. You know, I'm in fact very, very introverted. I have social skills. Took me a while to get them. I got some pretty good social skills now. It took me a while to get them. But, you know, being on cameras can be exhausting sometimes. But when I come on and I see y'all, it's like, oh shit, this is fun. And then my mood just changes. You know what I'm saying? You know how like sometimes you just don't, you're not really in the mood for something, but then once you get going, it's like, I'm feeling good. Like, I'm glad I did it. Whether it's this, it could be like, it could be working out. You know what I'm saying? It could be working out or something like that. Be like, damn, I really don't want to do this. It could be studying for something. It could be working on something. And then once you do it, not only do you realize that you feel good now that you did it, but you realize, you know, it's not like I would have been doing a goddamn thing if I didn't do this in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, yes, exactly. You don't like my music? Exactly, 100%. That is exactly what cocaine is for. I used to do a lot of cocaine, brother. Let me tell you, I used to do a whole lot of cocaine. I put the cocaine down, though. And, switched it for legal cocaine. I'm on the Ritalin now. You know what I'm saying? Much safer. Fritza, Queen Fritza, hello. Who all we got in here? We got Jenna. We got Jenny Jupiter. We got Aaron. We got Fritza. We got Shondi. Julio. Mystery Moon. Mike Nice, brother. Mike Nice. I think that the name for today is quite good. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what we got? What distracted? What's she talking about? He said, I'm going to get my hair chopped off to done. Oh, nice. Have you ever had short hair before? Do you know how you're going to style it? What you thinking about? You just going to like cut it low like this? Or you going to cut it like real low? What you thinking? But yeah, man, movement. That's what movement can do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to do it. Whatever that thing may be. And then you realize like, I ain't mad at you at all for that. You don't like my music. I'm not mad at you at all. You know what I'm saying? You got to be stimulated in some type of way. Shit, I'm about to take off this damn jacket. That's what I'm about to do in a second. It's cool outside. It's 66 degrees. You feel me? But, you said GG Tina Dragon. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for tuning in, and I appreciate your support and your belief. It's really changing my life. It really is. Trust me when I say. Trust me when I say. You say, yeah, I've had it and I don't like it. Oh, well, you can grow it back. Sigourney, we got Sigourney in the building. You giving the hair away for a good cause, but you can always just grow it right on back. You know what I mean? It's gonna be all right. But that's good. That's what's up. That's great. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not ready to donate my dreads. I don't know who the hell this is. Someone from St. Louis calling me, but I don't know who it is. I'm from St. Louis, but I've been out of St. Louis for long enough that if I don't have your number saved, you're probably like, I don't even know who the hell you are. But no, thank you. We're not answering that phone because I don't know who you are, which means it's probably a scam or some shit. Because like I said, I done been out of St. Louis for quite some time now. I done been out of St. Louis since 2016. So I don't know what you calling me for. You did. Let's put on, well, hold on. That's what we're going to do real quick. We're going to put on some of this house music real quick. Then we're going to take a hit. Yes, exactly. Donnie Trump Jr. Jesus. This thing is not responding. Hold up. I tried to turn it down a little bit and it was like, nah, I ain't gonna listen to you. But yeah, nah, it's probably a spam call. Cause like I said, I've been out of St. Louis way too long. Right, exactly. It's something like that, right? It's something along those lines. Uh, and I finally got her name right. All right, we're gonna start off with our good brother. Well, he's not a good brother, but our friend George Santos. That's what we're gonna start off with today. We're gonna see what's popping with George Santos. But let me go ahead and introduce the day with the hit. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Brother George Santos. We're gonna start off with Brother Santos today. You know, I mean, it's like he should have listened to me. I mean, you know, Benjamin, go ahead and take the break. I completely understand that. It's a whole lot going on, and all of us are only human beings, you know. So do what you need to do. You know, take a break. I completely understand. I appreciate your love and support. I appreciate you for coming in and dropping in and saying hello. But absolutely, I understand that. Get your rest, take care of yourself, and when you're ready to come back to the fight, we'll be here. But yes, now George Santos is like, I like, bro. It's like, bro, you should have just. Well, there's many things that he should have done. I don't think we can really diagnose one instance where he should have done something different. Because I mean, look, this dude's lies are even crazier. These dude, you said you want okay, yeah, no violence today, LV, but tomorrow she gonna bring the violence. But what was I gonna say? I mean, honestly, really, George Santos is an even more ridiculous and egregious liar than Donald Trump is. I mean, it because it's kind of different. Like, I mean, Donald Trump, and that's saying something because yeah, I mean, Donald Trump is always like stretching the truth. Like, for instance, like what he does, like with his financial statements and stuff, and he just says this and says that. You know what I'm saying? But like George Santos, just, I mean, like he lied about his life to the point where it's like, it's really insane. Like this dude is something else, man. Rep Santos faces new charges. He stole donor IDs, made unauthorized charges to their credit cards. But this dude is going to prison. This dude is going to prison. There, look, bro. How many did he have? I think he had 23. It was either 13 or 23 federal charges. It was one of those. It was either a 1-3 or a 2-3. I don't. It was one of the two. Either way, it was way too many motherfucking federal charges. That you know what I'm saying? Way too many charges. You don't want one federal charge, but the man had over 10, over a dozen for certain. You know, I have a good memory, but sometimes it, you know. But the point is, he's going to prison, and now he has even more reasons to go to prison. What an idiot. US Rep. George Santos stole the identities of donors to his campaign and then used their credit cards to ring up tens of thousands of dollars in unauthorized charges. Bruh. Oh, come on. How did this man think he was going to get away with this, man? That's what I want to know. Like, dude, how the hell did you think you was going to get away with this? But again, that's the thing about George Santos. You can't really point your finger to one thing that he shouldn't have done. It's like, well, oh damn, this dude just been lying about. Like George Santos is the type of liar that will be like, this cup is black. Like that's the way he be lying. Like he'd be like, you see this white cup? It's actually black. Like, no, I think it's white. No. He then wired some of the money to his own personal bank. Yo, this dude's an idiot. He wired some of the money to his own personal bank account, prosecutors said, while using the rest to inflate his campaign coffers. I knew I was right. Look at that. See, look, my memory is, despite the fact that I'm always stoned, that's I got a good memory. And it was 23. It was, and not only was it 23, it was the one I said first. It wasn't the backup plan of 13. It was the first one I said. So generally speaking, if I y'all can trust me. I'm not always right because no one's always right, but I was right. The 23 count indictment replaces one filed in May against the New York Republican, charging him with embezzling money from his campaign and lying to Congress about his wealth, among other offenses. In the updated indictment, prosecutors accused Santos of charging more than $44,000 to his campaign over a period of months, using cards belonging to contributors without their knowledge. In one case, he charged $12,000 to a contributor's credit card. You are going to prison. He probably gonna, man, he probably gonna turn himself into a celebrity in that motherfucker, man. But nah, you're going to prison, buddy. Bro, $12,000. $12,000 is, it's not a lot of money, but it is a lot of money. Like if you're rich as hell, that's nothing. In the scheme of things, $12,000 is nothing. But $12,000 to an individual in America, that's a lot of money, man. Like, I mean, that's like half a year's worth of rent, at least, or roughly that. That's like roughly half a year's worth of rent, or maybe half, some around there. Like you could pay like, nah, bro, this dude needs to be his ass locked up. Another example of who prison is for. We need to make many a reform to our prison industrial complex. We need to shave off the private prison industry. You know what I mean? We got to do some stuff about that. But we still need some place to put people like George Santos and people who are just like really violent. And we need a place. And again, prison is for people like George Santos. So, bro, this dude is an idiot. Who does this? Who does this, bruh? George Santos does. Santos is also accused of falsely reporting to the Federal Elections Commission that he had loaned his campaign $500,000 when he actually hadn't given anything and had less than $8,000 in the bank. The fake loan was an attempt to convince Republican Party officials that he was a serious candidate worth their financial support, the indictment said. So this dude, bruh, from day one, he was scamming. This dude, he instantly came in and he scammed the whole party. And the fact that he got away with this for so long says that we need to pay more attention. It's an indictment on the voters, and it's also an indictment on the federal government. Like, I mean, stuff like this doesn't happen often because most people aren't, this far out of their minds. You know what I'm saying? Um, but this dude is just like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? Hold on, who else we got? We got Sawima. And I'm catching up with y'all. Libby, hello, Libby. How you feeling today? Mm-mm. Yes, also, LV, I'm glad you brought that up. The 14th Amendment. Again, like there's very, very tangible. And look, anytime you have something that's very tangible or that seems obvious, it's frustrating on the one hand because it's like, why aren't we doing something about it? But it's also a good thing because you know what you need to do. So again, like stuff like that specifically, 14th Amendment, private prison industry, our drug laws, things like that, all of which will greatly reduce the amount of people who are in prison. And again, like keep them open more so for people who should be there, people who are a true danger to society. So I'm glad that you brought that up. But definitely, sometimes it can be easy. Again, you can get real frustrated, like but some okay, well, the things we need to do aren't that complicated. Same thing for like healthcare, like having having our insurance system for healthcare be a big pool of from tax dollars for the most part. To say that, oh no, we can't go that route. We can't expand Medicare. We can't do that. Like yeah, we can. And we absolutely can go that route. But again, it's frustrating that things seem simple, but it's also good because you don't got to go looking that far for what needs to be done. Mm-mm. All right, so let's see. Where were we now? Indigo. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you came across the channel. We're definitely a growing community, a strong community. And in addition to, like the entertainment value that we'll have here, we have programming here that we'll build on. But also, what we're doing is building an organization that's specifically focused on community service and also local, like city council politics, like stuff like that. I started a membership program several weeks ago. We have awesome members. We had our first member meeting on Sunday. We're getting ready to set up a nonprofit over the coming months. That's what we'll be working on. But again, for doing things like in actually distracted gardener, she's in here. But one of her great ideas was things like or rather one of her focuses is food, providing, you know, greater food access for people in low income neighborhoods. So things like public gardens in low income neighborhoods. Things like that are what we're going to be pursuing as a community as we continue to grow here because it's important and it's good to build out. At the federal level, yeah, that shit gonna take all. We just it's gonna be a lame duck session for many and more years. So that's how that's how we're going about it. I appreciate you for being here, and that's what we do. That's what we about. So as we continue to grow and we continue to have a good time, people can say what they want, but at the end of the day, as we grow, we doing what we can to make the world a better place. And there's a whole lot of shit to be done. And that goes back to the point that I just made about look, the solutions to our problems ain't that complicated. Public gardens in low income neighborhoods is a fantastic idea, but it's not like you didn't need Einstein to think about it. So let's make it happen. You feel me? Like, or for instance, like ramps, building ramps in places where handicapped people don't have access. You know what I'm saying? That's not, you didn't need Einstein to think about that. Filling in potholes, you didn't need Einstein to think of that. You know what I'm saying? And some type of a universal healthcare system or a public option. You don't need to be Einstein to think of that. That's what we all about here. Hassan, we got Hassan in the building. Hello. Oh, awesome. If Indigo, if you're a nonprofit leader, please email me because I'm getting ready to set that up and I can give you a bit more information just on my background, what I've been involved in. I've been a business owner for many years. Yeah, please email me more information and I'd love to talk to you about that. But we got Hassan in the building. Uh, Great to have you here. But yes, we're making a nonprofit, and you're the leader of a nonprofit. And as I'm sure you know, everything costs money. Ain't shit free, And we gonna have to pay if we gonna fund political campaigns and small businesses and community efforts. We got to have some dollars behind us, and it can't just be because I'm Jackson White. No, no, no. We got to do it more sophisticated and official than that. So that's the vision and that's the plan. Thank you for being here. Let's continue. As alleged, Santos is charged with stealing people's identities. Okay, yeah, the last thing that we read was basically how he scammed the RNC from the jump. As alleged, Santos is charged with stealing people's identities and making charges on his own donors' credit cards without their authorization, lying to the FEC and, by extension, the public about the financial state of his campaign, U.S. Attorney Breon Peace said in a statement. Santos came out of a 2-hour Republican conference at the U.S. Capitol and told reporters he had no comment on the superseding indictment. Quote, I was in a conference like everyone else without my phone, so I have nothing to say, he said. He previously maintained his innocence, claiming he is the victim of a witch hunt. It's like, look, if this was just one thing, then you could at least say it was a witch hunt. Like, it wouldn't mean that it was true, but your whole life is under question. Like, literally everything about your life is under question. And there's too much smoke there. It's like, nah, there's too much smoke. all coming from you. The whole forest is on fire, and the forest is George Santos. The whole goddamn forest is yo ass. And you think that we can't see you blazing. Nah, bruh. Get out of here. You going to jail, and then you going to prison. The new charges deepen the legal peril for Santos, who likely faces a lengthy prison term if convicted. So far, he has resisted all calls to resign, insisting he intends to run for re-election next year. He said, I ain't gonna stop, can't stop, won't stop. I'm gonna get it. Santos's personal and professional biography as a wealthy businessman began to unravel soon after winning election to represent parts of Long Island and Queens last year, revealing a tangled web of deception. In addition to lying to voters about his distinguished Wall Street background, Jewish heritage, academic and athletic achievements, animal rescue work, real estate holdings, and more. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, bro, this dude is outshining Trump. This dude lies in ways that Trump can't even touch. Like, damn, bro, you lied about everything. This is like you really have to be skilled and rather talented. You know what I'm saying? You really kind of have to be talented to lie this thoroughly. Like your brain has to be set on backwards. Like it's a 180 from what it's supposed to be. Like instead of just generally telling the truth, which most people do, you just generally lie. And telling the truth is difficult for you. And he feels guilty when he tells the truth. Like, oh, I told you the truth. I'm sorry. I told you the truth. Oh man, this dude is sick. He was initially arrested in May on a 13 count federal indictment, which charged him with using funds earmarked for campaign expenses on designer clothes and other personal expenses and improperly obtaining unemployment benefits meant for Americans who lost work because of the pandemic. Bruh, this is crazy. This dude is out of his mind. We gonna keep that up. Look, listen. The best thing Santos could have did is dropped out of the race and just became a social media sensation, bruh. Like, bruh, just be a social media sensation. That's all you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Stop making it hard on yourself. Now, where we at? Mm-mm. Shit, one of the things speaking of what you saying, you don't like my music. I know one of the things that I remember I was because a lot of the jobs that I've had, most of the jobs, like just like the that I've had have been like in restaurants and stuff. And I remember I used to be like, yo, we throw away so much fresh food every day, and you have to like we should just like source this, have like a truck go around and pick up people food and give it away type shit or recook it and remake it like and I know like that happens a little bit here and there. I think there's something with France or something where they recycle their food and because you throw away so much good vegetables, good fruit, good bread just because it's the end of the day. And it's cool that you throw it away, but give it to somebody. Shit. Ex Pence aide sees about Trump's private hatred towards his own fans. I detest the way he speaks about them. He do because Donald Trump, he be like, Donald Trump be like, what did he say? He said, I did very well with the poorly educated. I love the poorly educated. Like, what?
I think he has done a great job of sort of marketing himself as the champion for all of these people who are behind him.
And see, you don't like my music exactly, and again, that's the cool thing because so many of the ways that we can bring positive and effective solutions to the world. Again, they're not like novel ideas. It's not like things that like, oh, no one's ever thought of this before. It just needs to work and make a difference. You feel me? Like that's really what matters.
This movement. Yeah. But like we've sat in these meetings. What is so frustrating and angering to me is the fact that he has nothing in common with any of his supporters, and I detest the way he speaks about them. Like when he would talk about them in meetings, it was so disparaging to them. And I think about my own family members who, by the way, are very unhappy with me. I've got a lot of family members who are still Trump supporters. They're very upset that I am a Trump critic. I think about them and I'm like, I hate the way you speak about them sometimes behind closed doors.
They must be used to it from their families. Something going on there, because I don't understand it either. Everybody know. Would he invite any of these Trump supporters to Mar-a-Lago, as I'd like to know? I don't think so.
Carrying on. Let's see. We got a decent amount of stuff today. We got some comments on Jim Jordan. We got a bit of stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna start covering the conflict in Israel and Palestine, guys. I'm gonna cover that more next week. We're gonna go over a story today too, but I think my angle mostly will be like, what is America doing, like in regards to that, like weapons we're sending, how much money we're spending, like stuff like that. That's I think that, because again, like, I'm not an expert on the topic. I won't pretend to be, but also like everyone's talking about this. So like, I don't want to just yell and shout about it. Like if I'm gonna talk about it, I want to like give some useful info that y'all can, like take away with you. So again, like I'll do my best to look for stuff like, like maybe like who's running a campaign, and like that's kind of like how they're branding their campaign. Like that's what I'll be on the lookout for. And if y'all can send me information on that, I would definitely appreciate that. So that's how I'll be looking at it, or covering it rather. All right. Ingram somehow makes Biden's Israel speech about Trump's felonies. I haven't heard this. Let's see what she has to say.
Today, finally, Joe Biden emerged, 90 minutes late, to speak about, well, the evil attacks by Hamas against the Israeli people. Now, although he was unequivocal about America's support for Israel and the depravity of these incursions, there was no mention of Iran's role in the planning and the funding of these attacks, nor did he announce any reconsideration of the $6 billion payment to Iran for that prisoner swap. Mostly, it was generalities.
This is a moment for the United States to come together, to grieve with those who are mourning. Let's be real clear. There is no place for hate in America.
Okay, well, if he's really against hate, then he should call a prosecutorial ceasefire against his political adversaries, like the former president, and direct his DOJ and DHS to stop making conservative Americans feel like they're the enemy, or like they're the violent extremists out there. Now,
I wasn't even following that, but because she wasn't saying nothing, that's why I wasn't following it. All right, let's see. Hold on, we got some good stuff. Also, I'm gonna be on Indisputable this afternoon. I shall be on Indisputable, so check me out. Yeah, nah, Aaron. I'm not gonna cover it like that. Hold on. My bad. I was looking at a notification, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna cover that. Cover it like that, rather. That's not what I'm gonna do. Because again, like it would be inauthentic for me to just all of a sudden just be talking all about this. That would be inauthentic. You feel me? Like I wasn't talking about this before, not because I don't care, but because I mean, it's not like it's not like my main area of focus, and I haven't like studied it like in depth to the point where I'll just be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to be inauthentic in that way. I will talk about it, but again, like the way I want to talk about it is more in ways that, again, like useful info that y'all can take, like in terms of, okay, we sent this much money, we sent this amount of weapons, Biden said this about it, so and so's running on it like this, stuff like that. It'll just be, that's how I want to do it. Okay, now let's see what this House Republican has to say about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Bordering on the absurd. Let's see, here we go. House Republican trashes party's inability to govern.
For a while. Can I ask, how frustrated are you right now? You're an appropriator. You're a congressman who's known as somebody who does the work.
Look, I have been frustrated since before we were seated as the new majority. But I knew going in that with a very thin 4 or 5 seat majority, we were going to struggle to get some of the most important work done. You know, we got through debt ceiling, we got through the speaker's vote, then the debt ceiling, and then we ran into a brick wall on appropriations. And as you said, I'm an appropriator. So funding the government is part of our fundamental duty, and we can't even do that. So, and now here we are at the 11th hour with a clock ticking on a CR that runs out in mid-November, and we can't even seat a speaker. Man, that says volumes. At first, it was somewhat comical. Now it's bordering on the absurd. So let's hope that we can put this behind us quickly and move on to the important business of our country and our world.
Bro, the Republican Party is out of its mind. Okay, so Robert Kennedy, RFK Jr., he is now running as an independent. And apparently Sean Hannity came out with the big guns. So let's see how this went, because I have not seen this.
You're pretty liberal. You know, you've called for curbing, logging, oil drilling, fracking. You wanted to eliminate it. You called it a victory for democracy. You want to curb U.S. fossil fuel extraction. Keep it in the ground, you once tweeted. You want a ban on fossil fuel extraction, a ban on fracking. You called the NRA once a terror group. You've supported over the years Democrats, Gore, Kerry, Obama, Hillary. You praised Bernie Sanders multiple times.
You were a Democrat and you voted for Democrats.
Support affirmative action. So why is this party of yours, why didn't they even want to allow you to compete? Because that's as pretty liberal of a record as anybody I know.
You have a litany of talking points from statements I've made over 40 years. Some of them are stale. Some of them I never said. But, you know, what is your question? Why the Democratic Party? Why I'm not running at the Democratic Party? You know,
why did they kick you out?
I feel like...
I mean, by the way, I'm giving you comments that you made in 2016, 17, 19, endorsements. We know the years Gore, Kerry, Obama, Hillary, Bernie Sanders. They're all recent quotes. The NRA quote you made about calling them a terror group was 2018. So these are recent positions you've had. That I'm not sure why.
I don't think he expected to get hit like this.
The Democratic Party wouldn't allow you to compete.
Do you want to talk about my position, Sean?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to read talking points from the Trump campaign?
Well, excuse me. These are not talking points. These are called Hannity points. I do my own research.
No, but I saw that.
Yo, he is like, it's like fuck you. Like that's the energy. Like, yeah, fuck you. What you gonna do about it?
The same list published this morning by the Trump campaign. It's the exact same list.
That was kind of cringy, just in a sense of like, he was like straight mad at him and he didn't know what to say. I don't think he really expected all of that, but hey, you never know. Okay, so I don't know what's up with this, but some woman went up in a police station with a gun and fired it, then lit up a cigarette. So let's see what happens.
A Connecticut woman is now charged with attempted murder after she marched into a police station armed with a handgun and opened fire multiple times. All this before she lit up.
They didn't kill her. They didn't kill her, bro. What?
Up a cigarette, began armed with a handgun and opened fire multiple times. All this before she lit up a cigarette.
Bruh, she is like tripping. She's out of her mind. Like, she's not in her right mind, clearly. They didn't kill her, bruh. What is going on?
Began screaming and was eventually tackled by officers on the scene. The entire incident captured on the department's surveillance video and body camera recordings from first responders on the scene.
You serious, man? Nope, she just went back. She's by the bathroom. Get down on the ground!
At about 11:30 p.m. on October 5th, Security video captures a woman entering the Bristol, Connecticut Police Department. She was later identified as 51-year-old Suzanne LaPrise. Almost immediately, LaPrise flashes a handgun as she begins banging on the windows at the front desk. First, LaPrise uses her hands, but later slams the gun.
Bruh. Oh yeah, when I remember. I think last time I was on Indisputable. Actually, that's the first time I seen dude. That was in Jersey too. He drove his car through the police station, and he was playing Guns N' Roses, and he came out with his hands up like fuck yeah.
Gun into the window. After pacing around the lobby, she returns back to the front desk windows again.
Yeah, like she tripping. Like I don't know what's up with her, but she's not well.
Banging on the glass with the weapon. Then she walks over to a nearby door and fires a shot through the glass. Video then captures LaPrise.
Yo, it looked like it backfired. Hold up.
Turn around and again fires a shot through the glass.
Yeah.
Video then captures LaPrise turn around and again face the front desk window. She steps back and points the handgun forward. After that, she fires a shot into the window. Security camera video captures a flash of light as the bullet leaves the gun. Another angle shows the same moments as LaPrise fires at the front desk before setting off another round into the ceiling. Meanwhile, body camera video from officers on the scene captures the same moments.
There's already guys with it. Do not move, Brian. Are these windows bulletproof? Shots fired. Are these windows bulletproof?
After firing several shots, LaPrise backs away from the front desk, placing her bag on one set of chairs and her gun on another. She rips off her sweatshirt.
Yo, I feel like I just accidentally fixed this nick I had in my neck. Just because, I'm always like this. So I have like this little thing, and I was like going like this, stretching, and I like push something. I don't know if you got deep tissue massages before, and them little pops and shit. Like I heard a little pop, pop, not like in a bad way, but now like I feel fine. I feel like I just went to the chiropractor or some shit.
And throws that down as she seemingly begins smoking a cigarette. Then she takes the seat in the chair.
Yeah, and I'll alter that. I think that's not a bad point at all. That's a good observation. I mean, like that definitely may be like some type of a weird suicide attempt, because I mean, you saw her mug shot too. But yeah, of course, if she wasn't white, she would have been shot. But man, I mean, I don't wish she was shot, and I'm glad they didn't kill her. But geez, like goodness gracious.
On the other side of the room, still holding the gun in her hands. As she's seated, officers approach the door to the lobby. Video shows the door slightly open before LaPrise opens fire again. After that, LaPrise stands up from the chair and begins banging her hands on the walls. Body camera video from first responders shows officers monitor the situation.
That's her right here, right? Laptop, yep. Get down! Get down on the ground! You serious, man? Nope, she just went back. Get down on the ground! Okay, she just went to the right. I have the gun in her hand right now.
Security video shows officers rush into the lobby and tackle LaPrise to the ground. According to a release, the officers used an electronic device weapon to take LaPrise into custody. Body camera video captures the same moments.
Brian. Okay, go, 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 go. Everyone good? Yep. Good. Bristol, get a 17.
Officials say that none of LaPrise's shots made it through the bulletproof glass at the police department. Before she was taken into custody, a Bristol police officer fired 2 shots in her direction as well, but they too were stopped by the bulletproof glass. LaPrise.
Oh, so they did shoot at her. So she did get shot at. It just the bulletproof glass didn't let it go through. So shit. She almost did get killed, because I mean, like, I don't care who you are. You go up in a police, you can be You can be as white as this cup. You go up in a police station and start shooting. There's a 99% chance they gonna kill your ass. But yeah, so apparently they did shoot at her, but all the yeah, they ended up peacefully arresting her, but they tried to shoot at her twice and it didn't work. But yeah, nah, that's pretty disparaging. But yeah, she clearly, I don't know what's going on with her exactly. I don't know exactly what's going on with her, but she's obviously not well. I didn't even know that people thought that this was a thing. I didn't know that this was a thing. California, no, California hasn't banned Skittles. Here's what the new law says. What's going on with this? Oh yeah, they would have shot her ass up. They would have shot her ass up like crazy. Oh yeah, see Jenny on her George Santos shit right now. Look at that. There you go. She trying. See, that's that George Santos magic, brother. Stoned assassin. Hello, Aaron. Oh, you get shit. I need to go to the barbershop and I need to get my dreads done. I need to get all of that done. But you have a fantastic rest of the afternoon and thank you for everything. Okay, I didn't even know that this was a thing. California has passed a law banning 4 food additives commonly found in soda and candies, though the measure does not block the sale of Skittles, as social media posts suggest. The law had been dubbed the Skittles ban because an earlier bill targeted titanium dioxide, a chemical found in the sweet. But last month, lawmakers removed that specific chemical from the bill. Titan- Titanium dioxide does not sound like I don't know what the hell that sounds like. That sounds like some type of mass bioweapon, mass murdering bioweapon or some shit. That's what that sounds like. But no, I mean this makes sense. Yeah, okay. So they banned some ingredients. The California Food Safety Act blocks the sale of foods containing brominated vegetable oil, potassium bromate, prop propyl. How do you say that? Propylparaben. Propylparaben. Yeah, that's probably right. Propylparaben and red dye 3, some of which have been linked to cancer in animals. Companies have until January 1st, 2027 to remove the additives from their products. They got so long, it ain't no damn excuse. Okay, well, yeah, I mean that definitely makes sense. That some stuff like that would be banned. Right, I shouldn't be eating titanium. Really? I shouldn't be munching on cement. I shouldn't be just eating metal. All right, hold on. Let's see. All right, here's hold on, let me make sure that this came. When did this come out? Large scale ground assault in Gaza expected soon, former U.S. ambassador says. William Roebuck, the former U.S. ambassador to Bahrain, said a large scale ground assault in Gaza is expected soon. With a 300,000 person mobilization, Israel's military is sending a clear message as to what they plan to do, Roebuck said. Quote, I suspect what they're going to do or try to do is decapitate the leadership, destroy Hamas command and control, and their ability to operate as a paramilitary terrorist force, Roebuck told CNBC on Wednesday. Achieving that goal will be difficult, he said. It's not the first time Israel has gone into Gaza, and previous attempts will inform how Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the Israeli Defense Force will respond this time. Roebuck said he thinks one of the most important things that will inform Israel's counteroffensive is the hostages being held by Hamas. Quote, I think that the Israeli officials so far have indicated that they're not going to be swayed by that, at least I don't know what they're not going to be swayed by that. At least that's what I've seen in the media. But I think it's going to be a factor, he said. In 2011, when the Israeli hostage was in Hamas hands in Gaza, the Israelis released 1,100 Palestinian detainees in order to get him back. The number of those kidnapped by Hamas is likely to exceed 100, and the Biden administration believes that Americans are among them. Roebuck said he thinks the Hamas will use the hostages as a powerful bargaining chip, Since declaring war against Hamas on Saturday, the Israeli military has demolished several neighborhoods and numerous airstrikes and created an iron wall of tanks, helicopters, and additional aircraft around Gaza. Roebuck believes the IDF will try to reassert its strategy of deterrence. In the past, he said, that has involved retaliatory levels of response that are overwhelming to reassert their strategic dominance. I think they're going to try to do that this time when the attack is on Gaza. So it seems like they're circling around it and they're just going to take it. And again, I'll talk more about it next week. But I mean, that's from what I can tell, that's what it seems like. Like all the chaos in the media and just general confusion of what's really going on, and Hamas taking hostages, and just innocent people dying, has kind of made it such that it seems the argument for Palestinian defense is weaker now. Um, so yeah, well, again, I'll start talking more about this next week, just so I can, just give stuff a bit more time, because a lot of people are just talking out their ass right now. Um, but yeah, it seems like Israel is just surrounding Gaza, and they're in a position to do more of what they like to do, and not look as bad for it. Oh, we got Christina in the building. Hello. I feel like I've heard of the movie They Clone Tyrone. I feel like I've heard of that, but I haven't seen it. Okay, so here we go. America's Dumbest Senator. What is he up to? Hold on, my bad. America's Dumbest Senator calls the cops because former CIA chief made fun of him. Hold on. Okay, so this is from Tommy Tuberville. This morning, my office was made aware of a statement made by General Michael Hayden calling for a politically motivated assassination. Should Tommy Tuberville be removed from his committee? Yes or no about the Hill? Okay, whatever. This isn't. I pulled up the wrong one, but it's just some BS about this idiot. So that idiot being stupid. Ah. Oh yeah, but yeah, that's why I said, like, I already told you how I'm gonna cover it and how I'll talk about it. Just try to get bits and pieces of useful information. But I still want to give it a little bit more time because everything's so new and everyone has so much to say. So let me just wait a little bit. But we starting to get there. Okay, so here we go. Former Ohio State University. Oh, and I'm still responding to emails too. I responded to a bunch last night, and I'm still responding. So no, your emails are just fine. I'm loving learning everything about everybody. I'm loving what we're making together. Former Ohio State University wrestlers accused Trump ally Jim Jordan of betrayal. He doesn't deserve to be House Speaker. Um, Four former Ohio State University wrestlers who have alleged that Rep. Jim Jordan did not safeguard them from a sexual predator during his tenure as the team's assistant coach in the 1980s and 90s called the congressman unfit to become the next House Speaker. The former athletes, who allegedly said that school doctor Richard Strauss sexually abused them, insisted that Jordan knew about the misconduct. Despite his repeated denials, they believe his inaction demonstrates a lack of character unfitting for a House Speaker. Do you really want a guy in that job who chose to not stand up for his guys? Is that the kind of character trait you want for a House Speaker? Yeah, and again, like we mentioned before, uh, if they put Jim Jordan up front for this, then the skeletons in his closet are going to be much more front facing than they ever have been, because he'll be more front facing. You know, so he may want to stay away from this a little bit. I'm speeding through stuff because I'm gonna have to get ready for Indisputable. I'm gonna be on Indisputable this afternoon. Uh, hold up. Ex-CFO confesses he certified Trump's financial docs so boss wouldn't default on loans. Donald Trump's trial in Manhattan continued Tuesday with the Trump Organization's former CFO Alan Weisselberg confessing he approved company financial documents so that Trump wouldn't default on loan. Bro, Trump is getting his ass kicked in court, man. He really is. And he can't help himself but to make everything worse because he can't shut his mouth. ABC News, which has a running blog update of the trial, cited the moment, revealing that it was he and not Trump who approved loan documents that grossly exaggerated the assets. Certifying Trump's financial statements were true, correct, and complete. Weisselberg said that he signed them. Quote, please see the attached report required per our loan documents for the above reference loan. Someone with the Trump Organization wrote to banks like Wells Fargo, evidence showed. The employee would then put in a certification swearing to the accuracy. Quote, did you understand that if you failed to provide this, the Trump Organization would be in breach of its obligations under the loan agreement? Asked state attorney Louis Solomon. She held up each of the emails and asked the question over and over. Yes, Weisselberg confessed. Yeah, I knew I was lying. I knew I was full of shit. Y'all know. Hilarious. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right. Carrie Lake enters the U.S. Senate race, but I'm gonna skip this story for right now because it's just I'm running out of time. I gotta get ready. I gotta make sure I'm ready for Indisputable. But Carrie Lake has officially entered the Senate race. Hold on one sec. Let me see if I. Nah, I ain't gonna play this. I wasn't even gonna play it, but I was gonna bring up just to laugh. Jada Pinkett Smith back in the media talking about Will Smith and their marriage. Actually talking about they. Oh my God! Stop! Why don't y'all just stop? Just knock it off, man. Just go away. Just separate for real. All right, we're gonna watch this one last one, and then I gotta get ready. I got to get ready. Mm. You said Carrie Flake. Yeah, nah, she ain't gonna win that. Carrie Lake is absolutely not going to win that seat, but it'll make for just some interesting content. At least it'll do that. ESPN under fire after Aaron Rodgers challenged Travis Kelce to vaccine debate on network.
I mean, listen, Mr. Pfizer said he didn't think he would be in a vax war with me.
Oh, boy.
Didn't think he'd be in a vax war with me. This ain't a war, homie. This is just conversation. But if you want to have some sort of duel, debate, have me on the podcast. Come on the show. Let's have a conversation.
Okay. Pass it out.
Let's do it like in John Wick 4, right? So we both have a second.
Nice.
Right? So somebody to help us out. I'm going to take my man, RFK Jr.
Okay.
Okay. As an independent.
Hell yeah.
Right? And he can have,
Man, it really just be right wingers who are the ones still talking about vaccines and COVID, and like, bro, ain't nobody talking about that no more in the same way that y'all talking about it. Like, COVID is now just a reality that people have to deal with, and people, millions and millions and millions and millions of people that got vaccines. There's booster shots. People will continue to get the booster shots because, again, at the end of the day, like, bruh, like, people get flu vaccines. People gonna get, like, it don't matter. Don't nobody care, bro. Like, it's just part of the miasma now. But oh, you like the title? Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that. I knew one of these days I was gonna come up with a title, and you were just gonna appreciate it as it was. Mike Nice, brother Mike Nice always has a way of making the titles better. But today, I think that I definitely picked the perfect one. But that concludes today's run through. I got to get ready for Indisputable. I will be on with Dr. Richie. Check me out. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on the Damage Report. And I'm pretty sure that Ravana is going to be hosting. So, but yeah, like, bro, ain't nobody talking about, like, I don't know about this vaccine. Like, bro, like, it's just another vaccine, man. Like, there's so many vaccines. But yes, thank y'all, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Oh, Fritz, you didn't eat the lobster? Fritz, are you sick right now? Yes. All right. Let us hit this. Oh, Fritza. I definitely understand that one. I'll keep you some company later. Help you feel better. All right. Everybody keep sending Fritz a love. Fritz is absolutely one of the founding pillars of this community. And again, I'm going to spend some time with you later. Because after I'm done with work and everything, I'm just going to be doing some slow shit. So I'll kick it with you. I'll help you laugh. Yeah, everybody. Tomorrow, I'll stream before. I'm going to stream before. So I'll end up going on earlier. I'm going to end up doing it earlier. But yes, thank you all of y'all. I truly love and appreciate you. I will see you on Indisputable if you're there. And if not, then I will see you tomorrow on the stream. And I will also be on the Damage Report. So y'all have a fantastic afternoon. And I'll see you soon.